Celebrity chef Michael Chiarello, best known for his award-winning tenure on the Food Network, has died. He was 61. Chiarello died Saturday at the Queen of the Valley Medical Center in Napa, California, where he was undergoing treatment for an acute allergic reaction that led to anaphylactic shock. The chef's company, Grupo Chiarello, told Variety and People magazine. The cause of Chiarello's allergic reaction was not disclosed. We deeply mourn the loss of our beloved patriarch Michael. His culinary brilliance, boundless creativity, and unwavering commitment to family were at the core of his being, Chiarello's family said in a statement obtained by the outlets. He brought people together through the joy of shared meals, fostering lasting memories around the table. USA Today has reached out to representatives for Chiarello and Grupo Chiarello for more details. Born in January 1962 in Turlock, California, Chiarello made his mark in the culinary world with a unique style that infused the wine country cuisine of Napa Valley with the traditions of his southern Italian roots. After graduating from the Culinary Institute of America, Chiarello opened his first restaurant, Toby's, in Miami at the age of 22, according to Chiarello's official website. He went on to design and open the truthful restaurant in Napa Valley, as well as launch the high-end olive oil brand Olio Santo and author several cookbooks. Chiarello's cookbook, Truthful Cookbook, laid the groundwork for his TV debut with the PBS cooking series, Season by Season, which premiered in 2000. In 2003, Chiarello became the host of Food Network's Easy Entertaining with Michael Chiarello. The series earned Chiarello a Daytime Emmy for Outstanding Service Show Host in 2005, per Chiarello's IMDb page. In addition to Easy Entertaining, Chiarello made appearances on Food Network shows such as The Next Iron Chef, Restaurant, Impossible, The Best Thing I Ever Ate, and Chopped. He also competed on Bravo's Top Chef Masters in 2009. In 2008, Chiarello opened the Italian restaurant Bottega in Yountville, California, and the Napa-style retail store, which featured a panini bar and cafe, wine shop, and olive oil bar, according to Chiarello's website. As we navigate this profound loss, we hold dear the moments we cherished with him, both in his kitchens and in our hearts, Chiarello's family said. His legacy will forever live on in the love he poured into every dish and the passion he instilled in all of us to savor life's flavors. London. British filmmaker Terence Davies, best known for a pair of powerful lyrical movies inspired by his childhood in post-war Liverpool, has died at age 77. Davies' manager John Taylor said the director died peacefully at home in his sleep on Saturday after a short illness. Raised in a large working-class Catholic family in the English port city, Davies worked as a clerk in a shipping office and a bookkeeper in an accountancy firm before enrolling at a drama school in the city of Coventry and later the National Film School. After making several short films, Davies made his feature debut as writer-director in 1988 with Distant Voices, Still Lives, A Dreamlike, Sometimes Nightmarish, collage of a film that evoked a childhood of poverty and violence, leavened by music and movie magic. The film won the Cannes International Critics Prize in 1988, and in 2002 was voted the 9th best film of the past 25 years by British film critics. Davies followed it in 1992 with another autobiographical film, The Long Day Closes, and later returned to Liverpool for a 2008 documentary, Of Time and the City. Michael Koreski, author of a book on Davies, said the director's two autobiographical features are melancholy, occasionally harrowing, and are also indescribably beautiful, two of the greatest works in all of cinema. Arguably, he doesn't even have imitators. No one would dare, Koreski wrote on the British Film Institute website. The two movies opened the door to bigger budgets and more mainstream films, still showcasing Davies' distinctive lyricism and often set in the 19th or early 20th centuries. His 1995 film, The Neon Bible, was based on a John Kennedy Toole novel and set in the Deep South. The House of Mirth, released in 2000, starred Gillian Anderson in an adaptation of Edith Wharton's classic and won the prize for Best British Film at the 2001 British Academy Film Awards. His 2011 film, The Deep Blue Sea, based on a Terence Rattigan play, starred Rachel Weisz as a woman torn between her dependable husband and feckless lover. Agnes Dane starred in Sunset Song, a hymn to rural Scotland released in 2015, and Davies depicted the life of poet Emily Dickinson, played by Cynthia Nixon, in the 2016 film A Quiet Passion. Davies' final film, Benediction, was based on the life of World War I soldier and poet Siegfried Sassoon. Michael Chiarello died Friday after suffering an allergic reaction that led to anaphylactic shock, according to his restaurant group. He was 61. We deeply mourn the loss of our beloved patriarch Michael, Chiarello's family said in a statement obtained by the Wrap. His culinary brilliance, boundless creativity, and unwavering commitment to family were at the core of his being. He brought people together through the joy of shared meals, fostering lasting memories around the table. The Post reached out to Chiarello's reps for comment. Born on January 26, 1962, Chiarello hosted shows on PBS and the Food Network, as well as appeared on Top Chef, Top Chef Masters, and The Next Iron Chef. He earned a Daytime Emmy in 2005 for Outstanding Service Show Host for Food Network's Easy Entertaining with Michael Chiarello. He died surrounded by family and friends at the Queen of the Valley Medical Center in Napa, California. The Grupo Chiarello Restaurant Group issued a statement remembering the California native's passion for food. Chef Michael Chiarello's passion for food and life will forever be etched in our kitchens and our hearts, read the statement. While we mourn Michael's passing, we also celebrate his legacy that continues with his restaurants, Bottega, Coqueta, San Francisco, and Napa Valley, and Ottimo. Known for Italian-influenced California cuisine, Chiarello was honored as 1985's Chef of the Year by Food and Wine magazine. He opened his first restaurant, Truthful, in the Napa Valley in 1987. He hosted Season by Season on PBS and Napa Style on the Fine Living Network. He placed second on the first season of Top Chef Masters in 2009 and third on the Super Chef's edition of The Next Iron Chef in 2011. He was a guest judge on Top Chef in 2009 and on Chopped in 2016. He wrote several cookbooks, including Bottega, bold Italian flavors from the heart of California's wine country, At Home with Michael Chiarello, Easy Entertaining, and Michael Chiarello's Casual Cooking. In 2016, Chiarello was accused of sexual harassment by two former servers. They alleged Chiarello once compared martinis to breasts and told managers to hire only those they found sexually attractive. At the time, a Chiarello rep called the allegations unfounded and said the chef would vigorously defend himself. Chiarello settled the lawsuit out of court in 2017. Several fans of his took to X, formerly Twitter, to express their dismay at the chef's unexpected passing. A very sad day for me personally and the culinary world, posted celebrity chef Robert Irvine. My thoughts and prayers go out to family and teammates. Rip, my dear friend, you will be sorely missed. Very sad to hear one of my favorite chefs, Michael Chiarello, has died, tweeted a second user. He had a severe allergic reaction last week. Allergic reactions are not benign. Michael Chiarello passed away. God, that sucks, mourned a third person. He was one of the first chefs I looked up to when I first started cooking 20 years ago. Seemed like such a cool guy. Awful stuff. Chiarello is survived by his ex-wife, Eileen Gordon, who married Chiarello in 2003 before he filed for divorce in 2019, and his 4 children, Aiden, Marga, Felicia, and Gianna. Dieter Zafrullah Chowdhury passed away today at 11 p.m. Ganeshasthaya Kendra press advisor Jahangir Alam Mintu told the Business Standard on Tuesday, 11 April. Earlier, he was admitted to the Nagar Hospital after falling seriously ill on 7 April. He was suffering from kidney complications as well as old age complications. Dr. Fllow was a well-known Bangladeshi physician and public health activist. He received his medical degree from Dhaka Medical College in 1966 and later received a master's degree in public health from Johns Hopkins University in the United States. He was in surgical training in London when the Liberation War of Bangladesh erupted in 1971. Hurrying home, he established a field hospital with his colleagues to treat battle casualties. In 1972, he founded Ganeshastaya Kendra with the aim of providing healthcare services to underserved communities in Bangladesh. Condolences pour in for Dr. Fllow Chowdhury. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has expressed deep grief and sorrow over the death of Dr. Fllow Chowdhury, the founder of Ganeshastaya Kendra. Sheikh Hasina, in her condolence message, remembered Dr. Flow's glorious contribution to the 1971 and expressed her deepest condolences to the bereaved family members. Health and Family Welfare Minister Zahid Malik grieved the death of the noted public health expert Dr. Fllow Chowdhury. Expressing profound shock and sorrow, Dr. Momin in a condolence message prayed for eternal peace of the departed soul and conveyed deep sympathy to the bereaved family. The foreign minister said, Dr. Fllow Chowdhury had worked his whole life to make healthcare easier for the common people. He was not only a mass people's physician, but he was also fearless and a true nationalist inspired by genuine patriotism. Dr. Momin said, adding that Dr. Flow's contributions will be remembered forever. Information and Broadcasting Minister and Awami League Joint General Secretary Dr. Hassan Mahmood today expressed profound shock and sorrow at the death of Swadhinata Padak recipient and a valiant freedom fighter Dr. Fllow Chowdhury. In a condolence message, the minister recalled the outstanding contribution of Fllow, who established the field hospital in 1971, the architect of 1982's national drug policy, and the founder of Ganeshastaya Kendra. He prayed for the eternal peace of the departed soul and conveyed deep sympathy to the bereaved family. State Minister for Water Resources Colonel Red Zahid Farouk, MP, and Deputy Minister AKM Enamul Haq Shamim mourned the death of the veteran physician. In a condolence message, they said Dr. Fllow Chowdhury's contribution to the independence of Bangladesh and the development of the country's public health sector will be remembered. State Minister for Cultural Affairs KM Khalid MP expressed deep grief over the death of valiant freedom fighter Dr. Fllow Chowdhury. Extending condolences to the bereaved family, he said the nation will remember him through his achievements in the pharmaceutical industry and public health sector. Awami League Advisory Council member and Central 14-Party Coordinator and spokesperson Amir Hossein Amu, Agriculture Minister Dar Muhammad Abdur Razak, Environment, Forest and Climate Change Minister Imd Shahabuddin, State Minister for Shipping Khalid Mahmood Chowdhury, and State Minister for Labor and Employment Begum Manujan Sufyan also expressed deep shock and sorrow at the death of Dr. Fllow Chowdhury. ACT's candidate for the Port Waikato electorate, Neil Christensen, has died. The electorate will have a by-election following the general election due to the death. The Electoral Commission has encouraged voters to continue to vote as their party votes will still be counted. In a statement on Monday afternoon, the ACT Party said it was in mourning for Christensen, who was also New Zealand's only registered specialist poultry veterinarian. I wish to pay tribute to Neil, who was an infectiously charismatic and fascinating man, leader David Seymour said in the statement. He was a dedicated member of the ACT Party who will be immensely missed. We ask that media respects his family's request for privacy and allows them to mourn in peace. The Electoral Commission said electorate votes for Port Waikato would no longer be counted and a by-election would be held after the general election, as set out in the Electoral Act. However, people were encouraged to still vote, as their party votes would still be counted. The Commission's Chief Electoral Officer, Carl Leiquez, extended condolences to Christensen's family. Our thoughts are with the family at this difficult time, Leiquez said. It is an unusual situation for a candidate to pass away before Election Day, and the Electoral Act sets out what happens next, he said. Party votes in the Port Waikato electorate will be counted in the general election results. Port Waikato electorate votes will not be counted, and a by-election will be held after the election to elect a member of Parliament. The date for the by-election will be set by the current Prime Minister, Chris Hipkins. The change appears likely to benefit the National Party, because an extra list seat will be added to make up for the lost electorate seat in the election. The Port Waikato electorate seat will then be added to the Parliament after the by-election, meaning 121 seats overall, barring any additional overhang seats, and is likely to then be won by incumbent Nationals Andrew Bailey. Bailey told RNZ he was very sad, having known Christensen for some years. What people don't realize, he was one of New Zealand's preeminent vets with poultry, so not only a huge loss to the family and Patricia his wife, and because I hadn't heard anything, I rang his mobile this morning. So I've left a message. Unfortunately, it makes me feel a little bit sad that that's occurred. He said he was not focused on the by-election at this stage. Obviously, our thoughts are very much with the family. The by-election will happen when it happens. I've just spoken to people. Don't get confused and don't think you don't have to vote. We do need people to go and vote. He said the party still needed to work out how it would work, with Bailey looking likely to become a list-only MP until the by-election, but he intended to retain the seat and planned to stand. At 15th on National's list, Bailey is all but guaranteed to make it back in on the list during the election. So if he won the by-election, the party would then be able to bring in another MP from its list. Bailey won the seat in 2020 with 39.4% of the vote compared to the 28.5% for Labour's Baljit Kaur. A further 21.3% of the vote was taken by Mark Robert Ball from the Heartland New Zealand Party.